Here are 5 reasons why you can't sing high pitches. I know you want to learn this because a couple of singers are having problems hitting that high note. You wonder why people could sing so high, and you're like, wow, I wish I can take my pitch this high. It's very, very possible. It's something you can do with ease. But today, I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you cannot hit those high notes. Please share this content because there are so many choristers out there who are having trouble with this. I have dealt with a couple of them and they tell me, please, how can I hit high notes? So share this content so that your friends, your choir members, your colleagues in the choir can also hit high notes after we've discussed this. And in the next video, I will be sharing how to overcome these reasons. So do well to follow me so you don't miss out on the contents that are going to be flowing down my channel. All right, let's hit to it. Number 1 is lack of practice. I mean, it will surprise you. You think that going to choir for practice is enough. Many choristers don't go past choir practice, and that's the problem. You have to have a personal time to train your voice. Your voice is like an instrument. The same way you have octaves on piano, you have frets on guitar. That's exactly how your voice can also scale from low to high. So if you work on it properly, I can assure you, your voice will still be able to go as high as you've always imagined. That's number 1. Number 2 is singing on the wrong key. Every artist or every singer has a particular key that he or she is comfortable with. We also have what we call vocal range. Your range might not be the same as mine. I might be comfortable singing on the lower range, other people are singing on the higher range. But in those lower range, you're able to go high because that is your range. So most cases, many singers sing on the wrong key. And if you are in a choir and you are practicing a song and you are being forced to sing that song on the key that is not your key, try to protest. Ask, why should I sing on this key? If it's not okay, if not, you're going to end up singing that song poorly because that is not a comfortable key for you or a confident key for you. In most cases, it's 1 key higher or 1 key lower between your key, but always stick to your key or stick to a comfortable key for you to avoid, struggling with pitches when you are on the stage. Number 3 will surprise you, but it's very important. In fact, one of the most important things. All right. And number 3 is lack of proper vocal warm-ups. Before you go on stage, do warm-ups. Many choristers, they just wake up in the morning, go to church, and then climb the stage straight and start struggling with their pitches. No, don't do that. When you have a song to sing in your church or in a particular program, before you leave your bedroom, try to do vocal warm-ups. Do some vocal warm-ups, play with your voice. Let your voice know you are preparing for something that requires high pitches. Your voice will learn so fast. By the time you go to church, you can easily start meandering and taking high pitches as if you did some miracles. No, it's because your voice, your vocal cords are ready for that particular exercise. So please, when next you're about to sing again, make sure you do the proper vocal warm-ups before you go on stage. Number 4 is probably the commonest, but most of you don't know, and that is the fear of going off key. I'm sure you know what I'm saying now, because sometimes you're on the stage, your mind tells you, do your voice like this. Why don't you just do that, and then let's hear you. And then in your heart, you fail. You're like, no, if I do this thing, I'm going to go off key. Yes, that's true. And that's because you are afraid. You are afraid that if you try it, you're going to go off key. But if you don't try, you will never know. So in music, it's all about trying new things. And if you don't try new things, you can never grow. So why don't you start trying to hit those notes? Even when you are scared, try to hit those notes, because that's the only way you can actually hit those notes. Imagine if Peter was afraid of walking on water because Christ said he should come. He would never have walked on water. So why don't you try to do those things that scare you the most and see how well you do? The final one, I think this one will excite you, is weak vocal cords. Weak vocal cords. Now, how do you end up with weak vocal cords? Too much of activities during the day, lack of rest during the night. You are too engaged doing this, that, and then shouting, screaming, making some noise, and then your vocal cords are weak, so they can't take high pitches. By the time you go to church to sing, you are struggling underneath your breath to see how you can take a high pitch, and you can't. Why? Because your vocal cords are weak. But if you can begin to do the right thing from now on, I can assure you that your voice will come out perfectly and beautiful. I'll be here to always help you out all through the way. And please ask me any question. I can assure you, I will be your online choir master. I will teach you how to sing and guide you through. No matter the questions you have, I'll be right here to help you. But importantly, please follow these instructions, and I want to see you use your voice to serve the Lord. God bless you. See you some other time.